It is my distinct honor to now introduce a man that all of you know, and someone who I think is going to make us all very, very proud. We were out at some point in the past couple of days, again, apologies that blurred together a little bit, but doing a big canvas with Jeff Roy. And, you know, it was so clear, there was about 20 of us there that were getting out ready to go door to door. And somebody was talking about how, you know, we've got this big swell of momentum moving in the right direction with Elizabeth, the president, Elizabeth, and our congressional campaign, everybody moving together. And that it was great how the top on down was creating this momentum. And I said, you know, that is great, but you got it exactly backwards. Because the way that those campaigns, the big campaigns work, is you break it down to the smallest level. It is door by door, block by block, community by community, city by city. And that is what Jeff has been doing from day one. It is not Elizabeth writing, or it's not Jeff writing Elizabeth's coattails. It's me and Elizabeth writing yours. So I just gotta say, keep it going.
Thank you very much. Joe, thank you. Thank you very much for that introduction. Paul, thank you for putting this event together. And thank you, everyone, for being here tonight. It's from a room like this, meeting with fellow Democrats, that I got involved in politics in the beginning, and I understand I'm now a career politician because of my years of service on the school committee and the town council. Career politician. But it's been such a great ride, meeting so many new people, seeing all my friends here in this room, and making this campaign work. I want to just share one story with you which really sums up what this race is about and why I'm running at this time. And I apologize to those who heard it earlier this afternoon. One event that I like to do is ride the Pan Mass Challenge, and I ride with Joel. We've been doing it for 10 years together. And this year, when I got to the finish line in Bourne, I had cleaned up and I was getting ready to leave, and I ran into a woman. Actually, it was the sister of a friend of mine from high school. I hadn't seen him in 30 years. And I said, "Chip, what are you doing here?" And he says, "Well, I ride. My father was ill, and we're riding on his behalf." He says, "Let me introduce you to my sister." And so I meet his sister, and she tells me that she happens to be from Franklin. I said, "Wonderful." I said, "I happen to be from Franklin, and I'm on your school committee in Franklin." She says, "Well, let me tell you about a program from the school system that changed my son's life, changed our family's life." Her son was a freshman at Franklin High School, going into his sophomore year, hated school, hated to go to school in the morning, hated the curriculum that he was dealing with, just was not for him. And she said, "My son was on the verge of becoming a high school dropout. But he heard about a program called the Franklin Arts Academy. He was an artist. He liked to draw. He liked to paint. And he joined the Franklin Arts Academy and then developed a real enthusiasm for school. He couldn't wait to get up in the morning to go to school. He couldn't wait to do his work. He did his homework every night. He liked to stay late after school." And she said, "Now it's 2 years later. My husband and I have been taking my son around to visit colleges. My son is not going to be a dropout. He's going to go to college." And I thought to myself, as being a part of that team that brought this Arts Academy to the Franklin Public Schools, that's what government is all about. It's about the at that moment that I realized that I was in this race for the right reasons, and I'm so happy to join fellow Democrats who believe that government is about providing opportunities for everyone to give people a chance to help themselves. So I'm so looking forward to joining you folks up there on Beacon Hill to continue that progress at the state level. And it's now, one thing I want to say is I just want to thank some people. My wife has been a true champion in this. She knows how tired I am, and today was a tough day in particular, because last night I was in this room doing something that we'll talk about later. But it was a great night. I was very tired. Then we went holding signs this morning. Then we went door to door. And the nicest thing when I came home, there was a nice pot of beef stew on the table, and that made my night. And that's why I can speak tonight. I also have to say thank you to Dan and Chris, who have become my sons over this race. They have been with me day in and day out, so much so that the Milford Daily News reporter, when he was talking to me the other day, he said, you know, your sons have been outstanding. They're not my sons, but they have given of their time and their energy and their enthusiasm because they believe in what we're doing. And it's great to have such young people involved at this level, and I'm forever grateful.